I wish we would just get charged for our rent already. I don't know why it's taking so long. Have you been charged yet?
I don't know. I thought we already paid it.
We did, but I just haven't been charged.
Hello, everybody.
Gone through.
Welcome back to the podcast.
Oh, yo, what up? We record
Yeah.
now. What is up,
Hello.
friends? Howdy.
We talk about dinosaurs,
Howdy, y'all.
We talk about dinosaurs, cockfights,
cockfights,
Mexico.
Mexicali,
fuck California.
fuck California.
Fuck, what else are we saying? Fuck you too.
We talk about
Evolution.
Evolution.
Don't.
Fuck evolution. Evolution's fine. I think.
But if you don't fuck, evolution doesn't happen.
Evolution can
Yeah.
suck my...
So
That's how evolution works.
kind of works like that.
It just be like that sometimes.
Give it a listen.
Give it a fucking listen.
It's like, don't touch that mouse. It's Badlands Chugs. Or
Oh, yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, you start with that, and we can start with Badlands Chugs because I want to talk about Badlands. Brayden, have you talked about? Do you know about Badlands Chugs?
Yeah.
You know about him?
Yeah.
Sick.
God, man's a hero. Thank you, Badlands Chugs, for your service.
I started recording. I don't know if you noticed.
Oh, we're
but-
recording. I was like getting this all lined up. I was like, oh. Anyways, Badlands Chugs. Sean, who is he? What does he do?
Well,
Why are we obsessed with him?
Dude, we talked about him a couple episodes ago.
Did we really?
I think
No.
like not all the we mentioned him, if
Son
you
of a
will.
bitch. We
Badlands Chugs.
keep talking about the same stuff.
The guy that
We need
just,
more stuff to happen to
Well,
us.
the guy that just drinks shit, right?
He
Yeah.
just drinks a ton
See,
of shit.
See, the first thing that you'll notice about him is probably his giant boot-shaped glass. The second thing you'll notice about
His
him
giant
is
boot-shaped
that
head.
he is
He's-
a big boy.
He's a big boy. I mean, we're talking huge,
Talking
man.
Badlands.
We're
is.
talking about a guy who can just, in his recreational time, chug like 4 liters of soda, just large amounts of soda or drinks or something, some kind of liquid, and he'll just chug it one sip at a time.
Has he done the gallon challenge?
He's done the
I
gallon
think-
challenge.
I
He's
think
done more
so.
than gallon, dude. This dude's a tank.
He
I
just-
don't know
yeah.
what it is. I don't know what his his regimen is. I know that I saw a YouTube post where he was like,
train.
yeah, he does. He has to. Like, there's no way. But I know he's going to a eating contest, like those, like a hot dog eating contest.
God.
Could you imagine eating? Could you do it? Could you ever do a hot dog or like any kind of food contest? Because I damn well couldn't.
No.
I eat slow.
Okay, you know
Like not Sean slow, because that's like
I was about to
that's
say
like
that.
Sean isn't a slow eater. He's a distracted eater.
That's true.
He
That's
just
very
like
true.
will like forget that he's eating food and then start scrolling through his food or through his feed,
Instagram, yeah.
and it's like,
scroll through my food.
it's
I'm
like-
just like,
dog, we're finished here. Like we already.
He's like,
ate.
oh yeah, I'm almost done.
yeah,
All right.
and then he just like doesn't eat. Like, dog.
But eating fast, like
But eating fast like is a competition.
no,
is
it's
insane.
kind of just
That's
gross.
disgusting.
Like I'm not even enjoying the food. I'm like inhaling it.
Yeah, I don't eat unless I'm gonna enjoy it. Like I'd rather not eat than eat something I don't enjoy. Do you know what I mean? It's like most days.
That reminds me of what is it, a Vine of the dude with the hot dog, and he goes,
Oh, he
that's
just
all I'm
inhales
saying.
it.
and, he goes, and then it comes back out like a rocket.
I've never seen that. but that's
Yeah, no, he
awesome.
just goes, and it just disappears a hot dog.
And it's like the little, like the Return of the Jedi, where R2 launches the hot dog.
that's
or the,
exactly what it's like.
Yeah.
out of that's exactly the same thing. Launches the lightsaber out. But yeah, we just wanted to give a shout out to our boy Badlands Chugs.
We
And
just
keep on chugging, dog.
we love what you're doing.
Keep on chugging.
Everyone go
please.
check his shit out. 'Cause
Okay, wait. Okay,
I'm
you
blown
couldn't-
away.
So you couldn't do a food eating. Okay, could you do food? No, Sean. I don't
If
even.
it was like
I don't even,
Jell-O.
I already know
Could
that.
I do?
feel like I
Could
could
I?
If it was Jello,
Oh,
I was
yeah.
thinking of that while you guys were talking about that. I was like, what is like a food that's like easy to down?
Jello.
Jello's super easy. It's slippery. It's not going to dry out your mouth, and then like it deteriorates really quickly. So
He's
you
got a
can
point, but you'd probably lose still. There'd probably be someone that's like a
Probably.
vacuum cleaner.
I just
see-
completely suck up a whole thing of Jello, like a whole plate, where it's just because that shit you can slurp. Like you can slurp Jello.
I like.
Have you guys
Jell-O.
seen
I like
like-
slurping Jello.
Yeah,
you guys seen
Jell-O's
like
good.
professional watermelon eaters?
No,
I don't know if that's like I don't know if that's their title, but like there's like
Is it like that
watermelon.
SpongeBob meme where there's like a funnel and they're like feeding a pumpkin?
They're just like cramming it down
Yeah.
with a stick. No,
Is
but
it like a watermelon filled with absinthe? Because I think Braden could do that.
What is absence?
Absinthe is a liquor. a hallucinogenic.
Oh,
liquor.
like Everclear.
like Everclear.
Okay.
Everclear is different, but yeah, just like that, like the same process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We still need to do
that. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds sick.
That does sound really sick. Sounds really good.
Like just like watermelon, full of liquor.
I know, but it wouldn't be like.
Well,
it'd be watered down.
I'd rather have like
enough.
what's it called, jungle juice.
What is that?
That's where like those they just fill like a giant bucket, like a bucket that you put like storage into. Like one of those, you fill that fucker up with like a bunch of fruit, and then you get like each one of you brings your own bottle of vodka or something, and you all just pour it right into it.
Ew.
It's called jungle juice,
And you mix it in with like Kool-Aid,
and
or
you
like
mix
fruit punch or
Kool-Aid.
something.
like
Yeah.
lots of fruits and stuff. I hear it's pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
I've also taken up like a pact of sobriety because every time I try to drink, I just try to ruin my own life.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's never a good time for me in the end for the liquor. But
Well, good for you.
well, I mean, no, that's a lie. I can do it right. I just most of the time I'm just like I'm fine. I can do
good.
8 more shots, and then I do 8 more shots, and I'm like, I can do 2 more shots, and then I wake up and I say, "What the fuck happened?"
What happened last night?
Braden, help!
Help.
Braden, I lost my pants.
That's why I get the random text messages from you on occasion. I still get them.
Yes and no. Yes, you get random text messages from me, but not always. Unfortunately, are they under the influence? I wish some of them were, because that would make a little more sense.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the dumb shit that I tweet and write out and think about, or I wish were a little more fueled by another substance, but they're just me being stupid as fuck.
I get that.
Do you ever just feel like you're so stupid?
You want to word that a different way?
No. Do you ever just feel like you're so stupid? Do you ever just feel like, I mean, there's another way to word it,
Uh-huh.
but
Go
do you ever-
ahead.
I mean,
Please, sure. I know.
you
know
ever
exactly
see
what you're thinking.
you guys know that Alex Jones thing where he's like, listen, I'm kind of retarded. I'm just saying, I'm not
said
gonna
it.
throw out that word. I'm not gonna say that. But do you ever feel like that? Because I feel like that every day. Like over the last couple of weeks, I've been like convinced. I'm like, people are way too fucking nice to me. There's something wrong with me.
There's something
hey,
wrong
little
with
guy.
me.
And no one's gonna admit it. No one's gonna tell me. They all care too much about me.
I roll up to the podcast studio. I'm like, yo, like, how much are you guys getting
Hey,
paid
buddy.
to like do this with me?
You guys are getting paid?
Yeah, bro, by your mom.
Yeah, dude. I got my. Oh yeah.
Your mom pays us.
Hey,
to
hey,
hang out
Ryan.
with
Can
you.
you talk to your mom? She hasn't like. I don't know how to talk to you, but she hasn't like paid us in a couple of months. And normally, like, she's been paying us since high school. It's like kind of hang out with you.
Yeah.
So, do you think you could like talk to her? Like,
Dude, just
what?
just ask her for me. Like,
What?
the fuck?
Mom,
that-
are you for real? Dude, that would mess me up. But I literally pinned down like 8 people. I talked to like Haley. I was like, Haley, be freaking honest with me.
Am I
Am I special? Am I
you a little
little
bit?
mentally, am I?
What?
And
Is he slow?
I chased down my mom. I was like, yo, mom, what's up? Things aren't adding up here.
The data is not correct. Something's off.
So I can imagine you like actually like chasing down your mom. Maybe she like just like left the driveway. And
Tell
like,
me.
shit.
Just hop on her hood.
Doof.
Tell me right now. She's like, what? See, nothing. Yeah. And then it turns out that that's a common thought, because we kind of talked about this in our warm-up, is that everyone at one point has thought about this.
Everyone has. They're like, why do people hang out with me? Like, I'm not very.
Yeah, because you were telling me I think we did this as like our warm up last week. But
We
you were
did.
telling me that like you felt this way like 8th grade or 7th grade or something, like
Yeah,
younger.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And I didn't have this feeling until now. But I've talked. The more people I talk to, everyone's like, "Oh yeah, I've had that thought. Like that's crossed my mind." And it's weird that that's like a universal thought. I've never.
You just never
considered
know
that.
like what's rattling around in people's heads. Like,
Dude, people are freaking crazy.
I know.
Like everyone's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
We've all got our own shit. We've all got our own things that like fucked us up when we were kids and when we
Yeah.
are now, and we'll get
Well,
fucked up in 2 years and in 1 year and
Well, like anyone can perceive something differently. So like
yeah, dude.
whether you are like a little like special or not, like whatever, like you can still like how do I say this? Either way, whether you are or not, you can perceive things differently. and we don't really know how it is from other people's eyes. So, like, you never know.
Side thought, you literally don't know what it's like from other people's eyes. Like, their color that they see as orange and
I've
they
thought
call
about this.
orange is a different color than what you see.
It could be.
It usually is, to a slight degree.
How do you know?
Our colors are slightly different from
How
each
do you
other.
know, though?
Because that's what science says, dog.
How did science prove that?
Dude, science is fucked up. I don't know how science proves out anything.
Did
This
science
is a good
look into
segue.
my eyes?
I want to know how fucking dinosaurs existed. Think about those colossal fuckers walking around the earth, dude. There's no way, like, that doesn't make sense that they were here at the same time as us. Like, right now, we're living in a fucking, like, desert that used to be a giant ocean. So if we were to automatically jump back, or those things were to snap into existence, or those things were ghosts, like, if those things had ghosts and they could be around right now,
Yeah.
like, what the fuck would we see? We would see, not only would we see like deep sea creatures that are weird as fuck, we would see Jurassic deep sea creatures that are weird as fuck.
Yep.
Which probably resemble things that we see from the deep ocean right now, which are hella fucked up.
Yeah, but it would be like bigger.
Right, gigantic.
That's why I imagine.
Your krill are are the size of you.
Yeah.
And dude, dinosaurs are freaky. I've been listening to the Joe Rogan podcast a lot lately.
Uh-huh.
And while I've been mining, and
Oh, you're on the Minecraft grind.
I am. We have a server.
Do you?
I do. Yeah, Friends of Scrappy. Which I quite like the name. Yeah, Friends of Scrappy. If you want to join it, let me know. Braden also has a server called Stinky Sea.
You don't.
We'll leave the rest out.
Beep.
Stinky beep.
Oops.
But yeah, so I've just been listening to Joe Rogan podcast. They were talking about like dinosaurs, right? And they were talking about how like this new fad of like billionaires are obsessed with buying dinosaur skeletons and like getting them in their house,
Yeah.
which is like
Full size
fucking
ones?
wild. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Can you imagine walking into your fucking wine cellar and you see like a velociraptor skeleton,
No,
and then like you walk into your library and there's just like a T-Rex there?
I don't think I would want
Oh.
a dinosaur in my house.
Really?
No.
Really? You have everything else in the world and it's not like throw a
Well,
fucking
like,
Jurassic bitch in here.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I am rich, like beyond belief rich,
Yeah, I mean, you're a billionaire.
I'm a billionaire.
Oh,
I'm not putting a dinosaur in my house.
shame.
Like, what else would you? I just don't get the point of money if you don't have a dinosaur. Oh, I get. Oh, yeah, no. I get you. You wouldn't have a dinosaur skull in your house. Like, fuck that. You'd put money into making a real dinosaur, right?
Yeah, no, that's what I was talking about.
Okay. Yeah.
I would
No.
try
Okay. Yeah.
to
No. Fuck. Yeah. That's totally
cross
understandable.
engineer, if you will.
Yeah, dog. Just like mix their
Bring
DNA
back-
with like frogs and shit.
yeah.
Yeah, have you ever seen Jurassic
Extract their
Park?
DNA from like
What's that?
ember
What?
and stuff.
Frogs?
Yeah.
They
What
jump.
the fuck are that? Oh shit. Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I got you. Frogs. Okay. Yeah, dude.
So I'd have one frog.
Okay, picture this. A T-Rex right now. So there's a gigantic, they just unearthed this giant T-Rex skeleton, right? Just huge. And where it's at right now, like if that thing was real and it tried to run right now, it would break its own legs by the amount of force that it weighs, like of how much it weighs.
What if it...
And so they're thinking a couple things about that. That leads us to a couple of things. One, the atmosphere and gravity and everything were wildly different way back then, before the
You
meteor
think gravity
strike.
changed?
It could have, because
The meteor?
What they're saying is that like these T-Rexes were definitely alpha type predators, but they could have also not been predators. If they couldn't run, they probably weren't predators. One leading theory right now is people think that they were scavengers, right?
T-Rex?
T-Rexes.
Kinda
That they
silly.
were these giant fucking, because they're essentially vultures, right? They were vultures. And vultures, these giant, evil, disgusting, prehistoric looking birds, right? That just fly around and they pick off the dead in the world. Like they just hang out in the desert, wait for something to die, and they eat the remnants of it. I think that T-Rexes were kind of like that too, where that they were kind of like scavengers or something like that. There was also a leading theory about like the bone structure for the hands, that maybe they weren't like the hands that we think that they were. They could have been more like wings, because everyone, the leading theory is that like dinosaurs were actually more covered in feathers. They were more closely to birds rather than like full scales, because all that shit like disappears. Like that doesn't exist anymore. Like it was millions of years ago. And so there's a lot of like interesting.
Well, like
shit
how would
there.
a T-Rex fly?
It wouldn't fly, but it would be like how some birds have wings, like small wings, but they don't.
But they can't fly.
Yeah,
Like an
yeah,
ostrich
yeah, like an ostrich. Like the wings are just right
penguin.
in front of it.
or a penguin.
Penguin.
But that like
penguins
helps
are cute.
them swim.
Yeah, little flippies.
Penguin, they help them balance because they like to walk like they square up.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, dude, penguins are fascinating too. I used to be
Penguins are
obsessed
so
with penguins when I was a kid.
Dude, is it weird that I don't really care about dinosaurs?
It's kind of fucked up.
John?
I think so. I think everyone at one point cared about dinosaurs. At some point, like in a childhood, even like in an early stage, like when you were like 3 or 4, I'm sure you gave a shit about dinosaurs for just a minute.
Well, yeah.
There's something like fucking evolutionary about that too.
Well, yeah. But
Like
you're
everyone's obsessed with dinosaurs for at least a minute.
I know, but you look at them, you're like, that's pretty cool, but like they're gone now, and I don't see them coming back in my lifetime. Is it possible? Yeah. Will it happen? Probably not.
Yeah, but I know, but like you can draw the line at anything like that.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not my life, so I mean, is it gonna show up? Maybe, but I don't really care. I mean,
It's
I
just
think
like-
once you start saying that, like you can say that about anything. But that's fine that you don't have to care about dinosaurs.
Yeah, it's
I don't
just
think
like dinosaurs. It's like almost in the realm of like, less like other things that I'm like I know it happened and I know it's there, but like I don't really want to get involved in it. Does that
Yeah,
make
I mean,
sense?
like the whole thing. Yeah, all of history. It's kind of like,
yeah, it's cool.
Like there gets to a certain point where it's not even like a, there's that famous thing like the people who don't learn history are doomed to repeat it.
Yeah.
But like there's a certain point where it's like, okay, this isn't even humans anymore. This is dinosaurs.
Yeah,
What are we gonna repeat? A
Yeah,
meteor strike?
I don't know.
I hope. I don't know.
that'd be sweet.
That'd be cool. I'd be down to get crushed by a
I
meteor.
played Fallout, dude.
Dude, you know
what
what?
I kind of wonder is that like if we got hit by a giant meteor, wouldn't it have made a crater?
Yeah,
Is
It
there,
did.
Is there like a crater somewhere that like people believe like was
that was the meteor that killed the dinosaurs. Yeah,
like
where is that? Because I was thinking about that, but I didn't want to sound dumb.
I'll fact check
no,
it, dog. Give
yeah,
me a second.
I'm sure it's somewhere. Like
Yeah.
if anything, or like I guess because I mean like why would that theory like even exist?
Because
Like,
dinosaurs just don't like disappear without like there at least being a little like dent in the earth, if you will.
dude, they fucking died when the
I
Earth
think it was so.
flooded, dog.
It was
Well, I mean, there's also like a million theories for that as well.
near the town of Chick-Exlub, which about 11 to 81 kilometers, so anywhere from 7 to 50 miles in diameter. So it's really not that big. I mean, it's not this colossal thing.
What?
I mean, it's 50 miles. It's a
How did it kill
50-mile
all
big
the-
rock.
how did it
Because
kill
that
everything?
amount of force, anything that could hit the Earth that hard, you need something really small to fuck up the whole world. Like, you don't need something that big to cause cataclysmic damage.
Yeah,
Like,
but
I forget what game it is. I think it's like Watch Dogs or something. But there's a whole thing about like firing. Maybe it's Call of Duty. Like firing just like these large pillars
Yeah.
into the Earth, and that could totally fucking wipe out everyone, or like 90% of the population.
see, but here's the thing: like, if that meteor hits the Earth, don't you think at least one would survive?
Of course they did. That's how we have animals now. That's how we have us now. Of course things survived, but
No,
the
but-
gigantic things all died out.
Well, the
because the gigantic things died out and the things that they ate died out. So there's the really small things that grew up to like evolve and like learn and do all these things. And a lot of the things that were under the water
Yeah.
were able to learn to come back out.
Yes, I heard a lot about that, but like, I'm talking like at least one dinosaur would have
Sure.
survived.
And then who does the dinosaur mate with? It dies.
I
And
mean,
then it's fossiled.
I feel like okay, in that argument, at least two would have survived. Like,
Okay, and then they die out, and then they have a baby, and the baby dies, and then they die out.
yeah,
I
I guess that's fair. It's just I don't know. Dinosaurs.
survival
it's like
isn't
a weird-
always, unfortunately, the easiest thing, especially in a prehistoric age or
That's true.
millions of years ago.
It is kind of cool that everything came out of the ocean, just crawled out, and was like, I'm gonna live on the Earth and land now.
You guys fuck with evolution, right?
I don't
Like,
really care. About
you don't
it
really
at all.
care?
No.
See, that's another ideology too that I respect. Like for the sake of like discussion, I'll give into it, but like, I don't know. I'm not gonna like spend up nights thinking about like evolution. I don't know, but
I think evolution's got some trippy shit.
evolution is weird as fuck, dude.
I think I believe in evolution.
Where like
I mean-
the Homo sapien, from my understanding, there was, and I don't know if it's the exact two that we're speaking of, but like the there was like the species of human that was like really common and really, kind of like caveman-y, very, very archaic in a way. They coexisted with like the Homo sapiens of the time for very briefly before they got wiped out for whatever reason, through genetic passing and through war and things like that. They coexisted, which is like a weird fucking thought.
What coexisted?
The two. So you have your Neanderthals and you have your actual like remnants of what humans started out as, like the actual human, the Homo sapien.
Yeah,
which we don't like. We think of it as like a continual, like one of them died out and then they evolved into the next, but that's not how like evolution works. Like evolution is a constant process where like some are born with it and some are not, and then it just keeps going on.
Millions of years to evolve.
That's
into.
weird as shit. Do you think we're done evolving? We're not, right?
I doubt it.
Like we're still evolving
because it takes like millions and millions of years for like like any like noticeable change to happen. So I mean, like with how long we have on Earth, I mean, like we wouldn't like, I don't think we would ever like really like be able to like notice like too much, like at least about ourselves, like maybe like other species.
I
feel like
I thought to evolve you had to have a need to survive, and since we don't have a need to survive, we don't need to evolve at this very moment.
I mean, our need to survive is pretty small. I mean, like you gotta eat, you gotta sleep, but like I mean, if you have like those types of things, like
then you won't.
We don't have to like fucking evolve like our skin anymore. Like that's why you have lots of you're closer to the equator, so your skin gets darker because you're used to be out in the sun more. And if you don't do that, then you get scorched, and then you go from there. And so now you have all these people who are different skin tones and things like that. And there's a number of other reasons.
And then there's like leg hair, like.
Yeah,
if you need to be like cold, like leg hair.
I wonder if we're gonna like regress because of like how much technology has like allowed us to. Like, oh, you're, after so many millions of years of air conditioning, you don't have as much hair anymore or something. I mean, that's interesting. Like, maybe we're just all hella bald in like a million years.
Maybe.
Because we've just like, I wonder how we could evolve. I don't know.
Going off of like what like Braden said, like, like you don't evolve unless there's like a need to survive. I mean, like, what about like all those animals that like are affected by, I guess, like what we're doing to the planet and everything. Like, what if like they like
the fucking raccoons are gonna rise the fuck up?
Fucking raccoons.
Yeah, well, they will have to evolve because their like need for survival is being jeopardized. So they'll be like, I don't know, maybe they'll fight back.
Dude, that's interesting. Like we're the cataclysm of our own destruction. Is we're what prompts the next force to take over because we're fucking up their world. It's just some deep sea creature. Just Godzilla comes out and he's like, dude, fuck you guys.
They're like, hey, you've been killing
Be
my
like, dude,
people.
we kind of deserve this. Like,
no, yeah, humans are kind of the worst.
Yeah, we probably don't deserve the planet. I don't know. I think that's fair.
Well, like we're so educated for the planet, but like we don't deserve it because with all this education that we're getting and all this study and learning, we're not utilizing it to save the planet that we're on. We're just like, yeah, we're living for now. Oh, we'll all be dead in one generation anyway, and this Earth will still be here. So like, we're like, it's not our problem.
Dude, that freaks me out too. Is like the idea of just complete oblivion, like personal oblivion. Like there. I mean, you're leaving an impact on the world, no doubt. I'm not going to say that you're not.
Yeah.
But I'm saying in 300 years, in 100 years, who's going to remember you? Like, what trace is there going to be? 200 years. Much less. 300 years, who knows? A million years, there's probably going to be fucking nothing of you. You can live like your best life. And I'm not saying that that's not making a difference, but I'm saying that in the grand scale of time, we're fucking nothing.
Time doesn't care about you.
No, dude, no. That's weird shit. That kind of like, it took me a long time to kind of accept like you're not going to be remembered. And
like
long after your death, and that's totally fine.
Like you'll be remembered for a time when you're like kids or whoever remembers you, but the longer time goes on.
Well, it's like name a great uncle. Name like your grandpa's brother. I couldn't name anyone.
No,
and they're alive. Like I've never met them. I don't care. Like I mean, I hope they're doing okay. But like,
I don't think I know any great grandmas or great grandpas.
No. I knew of them, but I couldn't tell you like their names or anything.
Exactly, yeah.
But I mean, and as like a Western culture, like we care a lot less about like our extended family than some.
That is true.
A lot of them care a lot more, from my understanding of like like especially like I always think of like the like Mexico, and they have like their Day of the Dead, And they have like their Coco movie where like they have the thing that you have to put the family members up and you remember them.
Oh, what is that called?
The
I know what you're talking about.
Ofrenda, I believe is what they call it in Coco. I think. I don't remember. Coco Banks. Have you guys seen Coco?
Isn't it like
What
what is it? Dia de los Muertos.
Dia de los Muertos. Something like that. Day of the Dead. It is not Mexican Halloween because I believe Mexican Halloween is a sex position.
That's badass.
It is kind of badass. I don't know what it is though.
Spooky.
Yo, Bronson, could you pull that up on the screen, please?
Yo, pull it up for us.
Yo, Bronson, pull up Mexican Halloween NSFW video, please, and pull it up on screen. Make sure you play
Can't
audio.
find a video, just a GIF is fine.
A GIF will also suffice. Yes.
GIFs cut it, man.
GIFs do cut it.
Let's
be honest.
That's all you
GIFs
need.
work.
Fellas, GIFs cut it.
Fellas.
Hey, ladies, skip 30 seconds. Sometimes I listen to our podcasts and I hear me talk and I'm like, oh shit, this is going to be long, and I skip. And then like I skip 15 seconds and I still hear my voice, skip, and I go until like I'm done talking. This will probably be one of those episodes.
Probably.
Yeah,
It's
whatever.
okay, though.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
I don't care. It's our fucking podcast.
It's our podcast. We can do whatever
It's
we
our
want.
podcast, and it's our fucking last. I think it's our last night in this studio here.
I believe it is.
We're moving out this weekend. We're moving to a place in Orem.
Yeah.
Address is coming soon. I don't know it yet.
This weekend.
This weekend. We're
That'll
moving
be
out with
fun.
Cran,
Mm-hmm.
Lucas Cranmer.
He was on the podcast last episode.
Yeah, he was.
Last episode.
I love Luke.
I do love Luke.
He's
Luke's
a good
great.
guy. I'm excited.
That'll be good. And then podcast is still going on.
Yeah,
We just
Definitely.
we just won't have a dedicated studio, which is okay.
right. We'll probably just like sit on the couch or something.
That
Or maybe
works.
move this table. We'll have to find a place for it first.
This table.
I'm sawing it in half, dog.
There's no way you
You
could.
can't saw through it. This thing's bulletproof.
This thing is bulletproof. I think you could shoot it.
Just donate it to a school.
But yeah, you have to come pick it up though.
Bulletproof table must pick up. Can we advertise it? I wanted to start doing fake shit on KSL or like funny shit,
You're like what?
like selling weird shit. I don't know, just like
What would you sell?
I don't know, dog. I'm just like trying to like sell, like not even really sell things, but I just want people to come across and be like, "What the hell is this?" And then like text me, and I'll be like, "Oh yeah, like what's up?" I don't know. Have you seen I've seen a lot of like really funny like fake
fake ads.
Should be interesting. I don't know.
You could do all kinds of funny stuff. Like I don't know.
Dude, are you guys gonna miss the podcast studio? Because I'm gonna fucking miss it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. What are we gonna do with all our art and things?
I mean, we'll be able to put it up in like the place or something. Like we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
Place has plenty of walls.
Yeah.
Well, I'd be better.
Well, are we
have
going to be taking this table with us?
If we have room for it, I don't know. Either way, we're getting this table out of here, but I don't know where it's going.
Mm-hmm.
This table
We'll
is
figure that
a
out.
bitch.
Yeah.
If we don't have room for it, it's a giant table. If we don't have
It
room
is
for
a
it,
really
like we
big
don't.
table.
If anyone wants a table, let us know. Must bring manpower to move.
Yeah, you're gonna need like at least
I will not
You
help.
need all your
least
sons and
four-
a truck.
4 able-bodied men.
Mm-hmm.
It-
A
this
good
thing's
sized
heavy.
truck or minivan, or van, or bus, or
Crane?
crane. If you got a crane,
That crane would be great.
That'd probably be ideal.
like lift it right from the window. Like you move it out the window and you lift it from the window well.
Lift off the top of the house, lift up the second floor, then pick up the table.
I wish houses were easier to build, man. I wish they're like Minecraft.
Right? I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, why would I buy a house when I could just build one? And I was
When
like,
I can
oh
just
wait,
go
I can't
out-
build a house.
Wait a second.
I can't just build one. I'm stupid.
That's a damn shame.
This
That's
isn't
one of those things where it's like we should have
1685.
kept learning. We should have kept that up.
Mm-hmm.
Just everyone kind of like you build your own house. That's like your mark of adulthood or something.
Yeah, once you
That'd be
turn-
cool. Like, once you turn 21.
Yeah,
They just send you out.
Right, go ahead.
Pick a
All
spot.
It's like not that hard. Like you just kind of like build like log cabinet.
Yeah,
That'd be pretty sick. I want to build my
like
own.
Lincoln Logs.
Lincoln log. It's just literally Lincoln logs, and you just kind of like tell them the layout, and you crane it in. It's just Lincoln logs. It's literally just giant Lincoln logs.
Bunch of big old Legos.
Dude, that's a move.
Hey.
You wouldn't believe how many fucking Legos you need to build like an actually sized structure, though. I was watching some like Mr. Beast video, and he had like There's like a million, like millions of Legos, and it's like that's not even that much. Like they're just tiny ass pieces of plastic. You can have millions of them, and it's fucking nothing.
I know, but they
How many
still sell
Duplos,
like
though?
the Millennium Falcon for
Yes.
like $500.
The Millennium Falcon is $900.
Fuck.
$800. I almost bought it many times, and I'm probably just never going to do it. And that's okay.
Send it. I say send it.
I say no.
Why not?
I'd rather send like $800 into like
Tattoos.
a gun or a tattoo or something rather than like, because like the Lego, honestly, building it would probably be one of the funnest experiences of my life. Like I'd probably have such a fucking good time trying to build that
Of
bitch,
your life.
and it would probably take me like 2 or 3 days, and it'd be a great time. But then after that, like it's just gonna sit. I'm not gonna do anything. And so, like, would I pay $400 for it? Absolutely. For that experience, absolutely. $800 though, I can't justify it. I just can't.
I mean,
It's kind of a bummer,
I get where
dog.
you're coming from.
It's kind of a bummer.
One time, my mom brought me home free Legos from her work, and I made some little cars with them.
Dude, Legos are fun.
It's pretty fun.
Sean and I were playing with Legos a couple months back. February, January, just right on this table.
I didn't
Yes,
play. I didn't really play with Legos a ton. I played with like erector sets. You know what those are?
Oh yeah, those are like those
like-
metal things. You can like electrify them, right? Like where like they'll like
You-
move
Duct?
or-
You can
Or
do.
do you
You
just
can
kinda,
make. You can make moving parts. Like
Oh, those ones with the computer in it? Like the programmable computer thing where you can like turn it into a crane or a car or something like that? Or no?
I
What's
think,
a erector
I know
set?
what you're talking about. But
Wait, is it
yeah,
metallic or is it plastic?
it's all metallic and
yeah. 'Cause
you
you have to like screw and bolt things.
yeah, you
on,
have to
right?
screw it in or bolt it in or ratchet it in or whatever
That's
you want to do. And
Those
then
are cool.
Dude,
Those
that's
are
a
cool.
man's tool. Fuck your
Oh, yeah.
plastic Legos.
yeah, did you look it up? Dude,
No.
some of the pictures are cool. Like you can make
Yeah.
like a working helicopter.
Okay,
Well, not
like,
work. Like,
cut out-
well, I guess it doesn't.
Piece the fuck
All
out,
right, Mom,
Dad. I'm going to go
school.
Gonna go go get some juice boxes.
Okay, the propeller spins and that's it. You can't fly in it.
Oh,
I mean,
dude,
that's
these are
fucking
pretty
sick,
hard
though. Like as like a
It's pretty
toy,
cool.
like being able to like create something that's like going to move. Like you like put in like the motor and everything. Like
Do
Dude,
you fuck with Bionicles?
Dude, of course I fuck with
Yeah,
Bionicles.
Bionicles went hard. The movies were sick.
I played the games too.
The ads were sick.
The ads
I
were
remember.
always
there was
sick.
that iconic. It was like "Move Along" by All American Rejects, and they're all like suiting up in their shit. And I was like, dude, Bionicles
in
are
the
cool.
movies. Bionicles are
Bionicle
cool.
movies were pretty badass too. I couldn't tell you a damn thing about them. We should
Watch that.
We should like get drunk and watch those or something.
That would be fun.
That'd be a lot of fun.
The games were fun too. I played them on like the Wii as a kid. They were always like very entertaining. I don't know what they were about. I don't know what I was fighting, but Bionicles, you know.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, hell yeah.
dude, erector sets are cool.
The director's kits.
I had to, like when I started searching it, I had to get through like a few suggestions for erectile dysfunction and stuff, but we got there eventually.
Erect.
Erect.
Dude, yeah, they're hard.
Erect.
It is not easy to build shit
Set.
with those.
Dude, erector sets are hard. Erects are hard, dog. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Do you get it?
It's like really hard.
Like, do you get it though?
Like, do you guys get it? Because if you don't get it, like, I'll stop.
No, I can.
But if you guys
I can,
get it, like-
explain
I
the
get it
joke.
because
It's
like
cool.
they're hard. Like it's
Do you
difficult.
get it? It's
It's
'cause it's
difficult
like-
to build. It's
Like,
it's funny
Erect.
because
And like
it's
you
true.
do it with your dad when you're a kid, and then
Or-
you don't talk about it.
yeah.
it's funny.
You kind of forget about it, to be
Because
honest
it's
with you.
true.
I built erector sets with my PE teacher.
Shit.
Wow.
Bro, that's pretty lit.
Yeah, it was fun.
Um,
We don't really talk about it anymore. I haven't seen him in a while.
No.
Hmm.
Dude, fuck PE teachers. I've never met a cool PE teacher.
They're either great or they suck, dude.
They're
I-
either they're either like
Did you ever have Mr. Argyle?
they're either I don't know. I don't
He was
remember.
okay. He was
They're either like
cool.
no, you know what? No matter what, they're total has-beens. Either they were somebody who's still kind of somebody.
Shit.
They were like an athlete in high school, and they've still got the bod. Like they were has-beens.
Yep.
Or alternatively, more commonly, they were high schoolers, or they were like high school sport, maybe track stars, or just track in the track team or something. And then
Yeah.
and then after 25 years of being a PE teacher, they're just like not fit anymore. And there's nothing wrong. Well, I mean, but
We all know the
they're
fat PE
but then they're
teacher.
just like the PE teacher, and it's like, who the fuck are you to tell me how to scoot this scooter across the gym room floor?
Scooter. You ride scooters?
Do you remember the little scooter things where you like sit on them?
Yeah,
and you
the
put your
little-
hands in the little handle thing. Otherwise, they
Yeah.
get slammed by some other bitch.
Yeah, you'd run over your fingers. I don't know what those are called.
God, I couldn't tell you.
Those are great.
We should
They're
We
just
should
called
invest in a
scooters.
fuckload of those too. I thought they were just scooters as well. But dodgeball was the shit.
Dodgeball was
Dude, what about the fucking parachute?
The
Parachute, the multicolored parachute.
like
Parachute
the giant
was
ones,
cool.
Yeah.
where everyone would go under or
and like
launch
sharks and
someone.
minnows and stuff. Yeah.
See, I always wanted to just take those and like parachute off of something.
You just like hold them and jump off the roof of the school.
Yeah.
And you expect it to like parachute,
How
but it
long
doesn't.
do you think you could like glide for if you just had the power
0
of your
seconds.
See,
Zero?
I wonder if
There's
because
a-
you'd need something tied to like each of those little hand grip things maybe,
hands? Yeah.
and then like if you can strap those to yourself maybe. And
Yeah.
if those were light enough, then
You would need to rig up some kind of harness. You couldn't just hold it.
Okay, what if you had a working parachute, but you only had the strength of your arms to hold you up? How long do you parachute for?
I've seen videos of that, of like where people like God only knows like what the fuck happens. But they're holding on to dear fucking life. Like I don't know. I like to watch
that's
near death
so
videos and
scary.
stuff. But yeah, that's wild. I can't imagine
You
that.
like watching near-death videos?
I do.
Why
I
is
really
that?
do.
They're
I have
interesting.
no idea. I went down a rabbit hole and Sean and Haley weren't fucking with it one night, but I just kept going. I was like, I need this.
man,
I don't know. It scratches some itch
They're-
for me.
they're interesting, but they like make me feel sick. Like they
Really?
get me like they get me anxious.
Do you ever
like,
watch the ones where people actually die?
Yeah, I went to like this like subreddit. It's just like called like people like dying.
They shut that shit down.
Yeah, like
Did
no,
they?
like I saw some like fucked up shit. Like just I like didn't even like I didn't even like believe like the things that I was seeing.
Really?
All of, like there was like people like getting like their faces like swiped off by a bear and like
Ooh.
stuff like that. Crazy shit.
Damn.
But
Yeah, so
it's like seared into my mind.
yeah, the only videos I've ever seen where people die are like the car crash videos where you just see the car just absolutely fucking explode.
And you
into
know
a
that
million
no
pieces.
one could even survive that.
You know that
Yeah.
Iron Man couldn't survive that shit.
No,
Yeah.
God, no, Thanos couldn't, dude. God. Yeah, no, there's some wild shit online.
Yeah.
But
Oh, yeah.
there's a subreddit, yeah, because they took down the people dying and watch people die subreddits. But there is one called combat footage, I want to say. And it's actual like footage from combat of wars or pictures and everything. And there's like recent ones and they can still show everything. So you see like soldier videos and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Jeez.
There's some fucked up shit there.
Jeez.
That would be kind of cool, but
It is cool.
you would see the
You see like the drone footage of like the black and white, and then you see like the infrared. Like
the
you see
flare?
the people walking around,
Yeah.
and then you just see this big thing like coming to them, and then just you just see missile strikes on there.
It's
like, what the
I had a
fuck?
buddy. I played paintball with him years ago, and he was one of the drone pilots.
Dude, those guys are wild. Those guys can do whatever the fuck. Not those guys, but like drones can do whatever the fuck they want.
No, yeah,
like a drone could just fire on this house right now, and like
Uh-huh.
we can't stop it.
No, that's what he told me. He was like, it's just like driving a little RC like plane, but like you can actually kill people with it. He said that's all it is. You just have like a joystick and like a couple buttons, and like you can like.
Do you have like hotkeys? Can I bring my like pro controller to hook it up?
I'm sure you could.
compatible with Xbox.
Your Mad,
VR?
Your Mad Catz controller.
I'm in an army base just playing VR and just like launching away at missiles.
No, you're playing VR and you're
First
playing
person
Minecraft.
missile just
Got him.
All right, boys. Let's go home.
What?
Just
we got him, boys. Let's
Oh.
go home.
that's the one.
Do you remember in MW2 whenever you got a kill with the AC-130, the guy would like talk to you?
Yeah, dude. And when that
shot.
AC-130 called in, dude, you knew it was
Enemy AC-130 above!
it's like fuck. I'm quitting. I'm out. Switch to
Fuck.
Blind Eye. Switch to Stinger Pro. Just launch that shit. Just doof.
That's what it is, dude.
Dude, Modern Warfare. What do you think? I haven't seen the trailers for it actually, but I've heard that the next
Modern
next
Modern
Activision
Warfare,
game
what, 4?
is no. It's just called Call of
Modern
Duty Modern
Warfare.
Warfare, and it's not a reboot, and it's not a sequel, which is a remake or a reboot, but it's just a different. It's stupid as fuck.
Big thumbs down for
If
me.
you're gonna not make it a Modern Warfare game, don't fucking call it Modern Warfare. That's just like capitalizing off of like the known brand. You know,
So it's not a
it's
part of the
not
same universe.
a part of the universe.
But Soap is in it. Or Captain Price.
so I don't
Soap
know.
is dead,
I've heard
but
weird shit.
Price was in the teaser.
I know.
saw him, yeah.
I've heard that it's not like a direct, like it's not a sequel, and it's also not a remake or reboot or anything. I don't know. I've heard weird shit, but I'm not really interested.
I don't think they can make any more prequels from the Call of Duty series. They've done enough prequels.
They're just like 17. It's like the War of 1776.
The French and Indian War.
And you just reload for 3.5 minutes. And if you get like a pro, like after you like prestige, you get to reload after like 1.5 minutes. And you get a single shot. Dude, I can't even imagine war back then. War used to be so simple. Game. You know that? You'd meet in a field with like 40 other guys. And you'd stand in a line, and you'd all fire and wait for one of you to die while the other reloads, and then you just shoot at the other team until they were dead. And there was not much more strategy until we started getting like outside
warfare
of, and started getting like into different fights with different cultures and everything. That's cool as shit. The different cultures fight different ways.
Okay, but whose like idea was that when they're like, yeah, let's see who can reload the fastest, and we'll stand in a line.
Just Americans.
Like that's
Americans.
that is so stupid. That is the most like brain dead way of like, yeah, let's fight.
Well, I mean, at least they had one guy firing in front, and then the other guy behind him was constantly reloading.
No, so it's like an extension of the duel. Like I mean, like when you have like an old timey duel where like two people like point a gun at each other.
Yeah,
and then
that's how honest fights were fought.
Honest fights.
Okay, I get that. Like from the West, like you know, the duel, but it's like for a war. You just in a line. I don't know.
War, get all up on their shit, dog.
Yeah. Well, I guess like it's like when argument can no longer has like any value. Like if you guys can like argue about about something or like some decision, you guys can't come to an agreement, then basically, you know, nobody's really. It's not about like necessarily who's right or wrong. It's just because you have two sides that will not budge. So then you just gotta
gotta go to war.
Go to war.
It's like fuck it.
Whoever's left standing, you're the winner. Doesn't mean that you're right. Doesn't mean that you're wrong. You're just.
You ever think we're gonna have another civil war?
I would think so.
How do you think that'll go? Like, do you? I can't imagine how that would go.
Like,
I imagine it as America versus California.
Fuck California.
We'll
just fucking wait them out, dude.
I wish I was kidding.
We'll just starve them out, and we'll just fucking wait for the seawater to rise and take them in.
I don't know any other states that are as stupid as California.
California's pretty stupid. Washington, D.C. is also pretty stupid.
I haven't heard anything.
They're trying to make their own state, Washington, D.C.
So we'll have 51 states?
Well, like a lot of people are trying to. California's trying to. California is also trying to separate, or at least they were for a long time. But my understanding was, I heard recently that Washington D.C., like the actual capital, was trying to become its own state because of the amount of concentrated people they have there versus like everywhere else. Their political differences are all different.
Or Maryland,
but the amount of people that they have in the capital are like very like politically this way, and then the other people are this way. So it's like it's not represented well because of how the whole like fucking electoral college and shit takes place.
Yeah,
which I don't fucking understand, but fuck it.
I kind of get it.
I kind of get it. I get it to the sense that it's like, oh, that doesn't sound right, but I don't get it enough to like think of something else.
Yeah,
like, or figure out their votes for something else. I don't know, but. Yeah, dude.
Well, California has all these weird laws that like
California's fucked up,
and like don't get me wrong, California's beautiful.
Oh, God,
I love California, but like
wouldn't live there.
But like fuck California,
gross ass people, expensive as fuck taxes, expensive as fuck everything.
Stupid.
Everything is so expensive.
Laws that are just don't make sense.
You're probably referring to just the car shit, though, right?
Not just that. I'm pretty sure they have all kinds of weird laws.
I mean, they have legal weed, but.
No,
so at least, I mean, how much worse could they be than? But I mean, yeah. Like, what are you referring to? Like, what weird laws?
The car one is stupid. That one would affect me
the exhaust
a lot.
one.
Yeah, and then I had another one that it was on the tip of my tongue. It's just like one
they're
of those
always
laws.
In a drought, or they're always on fire. Fuck California. But also, we should go to San Diego soon.
Hey,
or San Francisco.
Let's go somewhere else. We already went to San Diego.
Let's go to.
But
let's go to Oregon.
Let's go to Colorado.
I would be down for Colorado.
Or Seattle.
Colorado would be fun.
I think Portland or Seattle would be lit.
Seattle, I'm 100% in for.
Mm-hmm.
I also want to leave the country.
Dude, leaving the country is fun as fuck.
I know.
I'm trying to go to Mexico.
Ooh, yes.
I don't want to go to Mexico.
So we can start in San Diego, and then we can go to Tijuana.
Okay, that would
and
be
we can go to,
cool,
what's it called? Mexicali?
Mexicali and Tijuana.
And bet on the horses?
Yes.
God. Man. God.
I'm going to do some big bets. I'm going to bring my big hat and my cowboy boots.
I'm just saying, if I'm going to go to Mexico,
I think
I'm not going to bet on horses. I'm going to fucking, like, murder a horse or something. Something
No, if I'm going- if I'm
so
going-
criminal that I can get away with it. Not murder a
Cockfight.
horse. I don't want to murder a horse.
I want to bet on a cockfight.
I would bet on a cockfight.
What about a dog fight?
Not a dog.
What
fight.
about a chicken fight?
I could not do a dog fight. I couldn't watch a dog fight. I could watch a cockfight though.
What
A
about
chicken fight too.
I could watch dogs fight humans.
Oh no, dude! Dogs are starting to scare me. I swear.
Dude, dogs are fucking terrifying. I'm not saying
know.
dogs are gonna win that. Or I'm not saying humans are gonna win that. I'm saying
If
dogs
it's,
are gonna.
if it's just like unarmed human versus unarmed dog,
I'm not gonna
like,
say he's not gonna walk in there with an AK-47. That's a very short fight. I want to see like some bull fights. Let's do the running in the bulls in wherever the fuck that is.
Spain, I think.
Spain.
Should we go to Spain and just run, dude? I want to get. Have you seen the
Holy
videos of people who
shit.
just get like their arm, like there's just a horn through
Oh,
their
yeah.
arm, or like through their jugs,
Yeah,
or,
yeah, yeah,
or, like
that
through
guy-
their throat.
That guy got a horn stabbed right through the bottom of his mouth, like right here in between like his two, like right between his jaw, up through his tongue,
And
out
out
of his
his
mouth.
mouth.
And oh my gosh, that's
That's how I'm trying to be this summer.
Mm-hmm. Get a
Summer-
nice big
summer
gauge
goals.
right there.
Can you imagine if you just accidentally had a hole in your mouth? Like sometimes you eat and it just
falls out.
fuck. Not again.
Gotta stitch that
That's
up.
why I wear a bib. But
Worst thing about this hole in my mouth, the bibs. Always have to wear a bib.
Always have to keep a bib
It's
on me.
embarrassing.
damn.
Is that it? Are we wrapping this one up?
I think so. We got to record another, so we'll just keep it going. But yeah, we'll just end it here.
Uh-huh.
But
Thank you guys
See
for
ya.
listening. See ya.
Love you. Bye.